Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, your host, Luckymarine, and today's task is the moving of this gas filter. So that instead of adding more gas pumps and then having to shift the whole thing along every time we do it, we're just going to move it down somewhere else. So we can add more gas pumps as and when we need to. Alright. So, gas filter. Where will you fit? You'll fit here. That would be splendid. What about here? Nope. This would be alright though. We'll flip you over. Right. There. So, gas pump, gas pump, gas pump, gas pump. Straight down into the green end. That is the steam that goes off, and the rest goes that way. We'll power you up. And prioritize you, because I'd like this to happen sooner rather than later. Now, the reason we're putting more pumps in is because that is the limiting factor in this process at the moment, I believe. If we can pump out more steam out of this room, then we'll get more fluid. And let's go speed 4. Speed 3, because, well, you don't have time to wait around, do you? I don't have time. You might have time. I don't know. I don't know. And Colin is still happy as ever. Although he is making quite a lot of contaminated oxygen, like quite dense contaminated oxygen, like 1,297.2 grams contaminated oxygen. So, as much as we love him, we're going to block him in because we don't have time. We don't have the time nor the patience for that sort of ridiculousness. Alright, on you go. Well, it looks like they can reach everything. Yeah, it's alright, Mildred. You can vomit if you want. At this rate, we're going to have to mop up the floor. Okay, so deconstruct you. Pipework. Let's deconstruct just the gas pipes. That. And that. And all that if you can reach it. Floyd, are you... No. Alright. Can I reach this? I don't know. Mildred might be able to. Yeah, I think that's going to be unreachable up there. That's fair enough. Alright, so filter down here. We'll get another... we'll do one more pump. So out of you into you. No, stop, stop. No, cancel. I don't want to double pipe up. From you into you, you into you, you into you. Split the steam off to begin its merry journey to the steam room. let's prioritize that. Let's make sure he's got power as well. Oh yeah, should have. Lenny? Is it Lenny? It is Lenny. Lenny with his super duper speed. Oh, Lenny, you scary, man. He's scary quick. Alright, so that should be more effective, and it does look like it is. However, are we going to end up with a blockage at this end? It will merge into each other, unlike down here, where this won't stack on this. If we see what's next down the pipe, right, when this all gets clogged up, the rest of these will stack behind or stack on top of this carbon dioxide square. Until this one interrupts the flow. And then suddenly they get compressed down into just one square. And again, the process starts again. All these will compress into this one square until they're interrupted by a square of contaminated oxygen. And had the two contaminated oxygens got into this gap, then they would have stacked on each other. So, yeah. It's weird how it works, but it works. But up here, because it's all just steam, then it'll just continue to stack on each other. So it doesn't matter how much steam we pull out of this room. I'd like to be able to put a filter on the gas pump itself to say only accept steam into you. That would be a useful addition. Let's cancel you because they obviously can't get to you. How much steam are we getting out of this pipe now? 9.7 milligrams. Come on, I know you're in there somewhere. 663 milligrams, yeah, at 1,000,000 degrees. Yeah, it's all milligrams that we're getting out. It's not enough to sustain us. That's still a horrific noise, no matter how many times I hear it. I'll never get used to that noise. And now what we're pulling out. Oh, today it's contaminated oxygen. I don't know how it's contaminated oxygen now. It seems to be different every single day. Every single day. There's quite a lot of it building up here. Is it getting through this door? I'd have thought airlock would have been a good indication that it wouldn't be able to get through. But no, it looks like it's coming straight out that door. Anyway, we'll keep this pump running. That should be enough to get it out. And have we got hydrogen up here? Where have we got hydrogen from? Who's been creating hydrogen? I don't know, but let's turn this pump on as well. Get rid of it. Strange. Are you still underwater? Yep. Although 126 degrees. Disable these and see if they work like the hydrogen generators, i.e. it doesn't matter if they're off or on, they'll still produce the heat. Anyway, we still have the battery bank on the top level, and we still have the batteries over here. So it's not as if we're relying on them being able to hold a charge. So I want to go switch stuff off. Get off it, Mildred. Can always rely on you. Picking up dirt. Yep. So what happens when you split contaminated water from, well, steam from contaminated water? You just create loads of dirt on the floor. All this dirt. Right, it's not much, but it slowly adds up. Why are we getting contaminated oxygen in here? I know why it's here. It's because it's uber concentrated in this area because of this mob. So every time we walk through these doors, we're letting a little bit more out. So we can turn you off now. And do a harvest whenever you can. Yep, these hold their heat. Holding steady at 126, 126.5, yep, pretty much 126. Hydrogen generators, again, they hold about 900, yeah, just over 900. Coal generator, idle, might as well turn you off. Steam at about 106, that's ideal. Wow, what? That's quite the backup. How can we make this more efficient? Now we know that carbon dioxide and contaminated oxygen stack on each other. So if we put a filter and had 2 pipes running parallel down this wall that merged into each other at the bottom, and filtered one out for contaminated oxygen and filtered the other out for carbon dioxide, when they did back up, they wouldn't back up all the way up to here, because they'd all just continue down the pipe, stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking until there was enough space to get through. The hydrogen down here is from when we had this gas pump on. That's fair enough. So is the oxygen probably. Means putting another filter in though. Another filter means more power. No, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do it. Alright then, little dupits. Let's sort this out. So right, yeah. Let's get that built, and we'll work out from there. Game, please. Oh, come on, game. Game, please. Still trying to figure out what it needs to do with this room over here. So every time it stops, every time it pauses, it's like, what does this room do again? Does anyone know what we're producing this time? I wonder what we're producing now. Oh, we're back to oxygen. That was probably it. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing with this room, so it just changes it every single time. A little bit of carbon dioxide. Now we're just producing a medley of different things. Yeah. I look forward to what we produce next time we pause the game. Probably something weird like, I don't know. I have no idea. It could be absolutely anything. Alright, so into there, you come out and into there, but you come out and you, no, don't do that. And this is going to be messy. Gas pipes there. Alright. Oh, it'll need to power it as well. I'll prioritise all this at a 9 because it needs to be done. Come on, Mildred, sort yourself out. Can't. I didn't mean like that. I meant, I know we're called Super Cool Vomit Bubble, but no, fair enough. Fair enough. I will track this all the way down, parallel with this pipe. Plumbing, gas pipe. Yeah, it'll just feed in there. No, needs to feed in here really. Alright, that I think it should work. It should, because the gases stack on each other. So instead of having the alternating this mess and it being backed up all the way to here and stopping the steam generation, right, so you can be contaminated oxygen. The rest, i.e. carbon dioxide, will go down the other pipe. We'll deconstruct them too. No, not everything. We'll deconstruct just the gas pipes. There. Guys. Alright. Now rebuild them, so you enter there. You split off down this leg. And prioritize those. I want to see if this works before we end this episode. What are you doing in this room? What are you picking up? Well, keeping a decent charge in these batteries. No, thank you. Although we could probably support him. We're back to doing alright with our plants again. Alright, last little bits. Did I not prioritise them? Yup. Can you get some? Nope, it's just well, you can get some, it's just unbreathable. It'll be fine, just hold your breath. Send Pierre in. Yeah, I know it's scary in there. Good old Mildred. Saves the day. No, these are... Mildred, you fool. This one as well. Big you up, and then you come in and do half a job. Alright, Lenny can do it with his pox. There we go. So, let's have a look at this. Bedtime for everybody, but we've got work to be doing. That does feel a lot better. Feels a lot good. I mean, we're not getting the huge backup that we did have, but I think we're only gonna see if it really is working properly when we do end up with some kind of backlog of gases. Yeah, we can also deconstruct gas pipes here. But that, ladies and gentlemen, will be us for this episode. We identified a backlog along this end, and with enough pipe work, you can usually sort it out. We ran into the issue that these stack. The ones of the same colour, they all stack on each other. So if you were to have a lot of hydrogen production, it would stack in this pipe until you had 10 kilograms worth of hydrogen, and it'd move down until 10 kilograms of hydrogen until it backed up. Same with steam. You'd only back it up if there was 10 kilograms of steam in there, but you could have 11 micrograms of hydrogen, but if it hits against something that's something different, it won't stack. It'll just sit behind it, and if you get something else behind it that's not hydrogen, it'll stack. So you have alternating gases in a pipe, not stacking on each other. All they're doing is taking up a load of space. So we split this down into 2 legs. One will be for carbon dioxide, so if there is a blockage down here, if there is a bit of a backup, then all the carbon dioxide coming down here will just stack on this square here until it reaches 10 kilograms, which is very unlikely. It will probably have fed into here long before then. But this system stops it being carbon dioxide, contaminated, carbon dioxide, contaminated, carbon dioxide, contaminated, all the way up, and stopping these from working. Because everything was backlogged all the way up to here, which was stopping our steam from getting away. So, that was today's journey. And what are you producing now? Oh, it's back to producing oxygen. I don't know what's going on in this room. I really don't. What are you filled with now? Oh, it's breathable oxygen now. Honestly, if someone can tell me what is this room, what's going on with it, I'm baffled. Alright, anyway, from the gang and Mildred having a well-deserved meal-ice lunch. No, meal-ice breakfast. That'll be us for today. And yeah, hope to see you in the next episode when we do more stuff. We will find something more to do. We need to assess if 3 pumps is enough, if we're getting enough steam at 76 degrees Celsius. So you should move straight to the bottom and turn into just water. Yep. See if this is enough. And yeah, good times, good times. We still have this water to release, and this as and when. We'll probably move Colin a little bit further up if we can. Still got this, still got bits and pieces to release into it. Yeah, we're doing alright. Okay, until then, do take care.